This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Alright, time to finish this. I don't know if we're at the exact final area though. We're almost there. Is there another? Oh, let's grab the last bit of ammo, even though I don't really need it, but. Hey, come back, stranger, or whoever you are. Yeah, I'm not. I think. Well, he says that he knows who I am, so it's gotta be me from the future.
Central Core's downstairs. How do you know? I've been here before. I've seen it.
It does kind of sound like a version of the main character's voice, with his voice purposely being deep. So I could kind of see it being you now. But we'll find out the big twist here after we get past this point.
Watch out!
And unfortunately, I don't have the right weapon, or I don't think I. Yeah, I can't buy it, so I can't utilize the weapon of the thing that the game gave me, so I could actually fight this guy. Yeah, I don't think the game took into account that you might not gain the levels to use the weapon, but I guess luckily you could. Is he just standing there? Huh. Oh, okay. That's cool. I'll keep blasting in the face with a frickin' bazooka or whatever, or RPG or whatever you want to call it. Wow. Okay then.
This is it. Skynet's finished.
Do you have any? Was that supposed to be the final boss, or? Actually, I consider the tank from the previous mission the final boss almost, just because of how annoying that was. What's not here?
Central Core. It's supposed to be right here. They knew we were coming. They moved it. It's a trap. A fucking trap. We have to move. Those missiles are headed this way. Wait.
What? You're from the future, dude. Shouldn't you know what was? Oh wait, maybe it's because
if we trigger the
also
attack,
sent people from the past.
it means that this place is still connected to Skynet's mainframe. If we trace where the signal's coming from, we'll know the Central Core's actual location.
Okay.
How could they know we were coming? When Skynet was about to lose the war, they sent an infiltrator back in time. He must have warned them about this attack. How do you know all this? Because I went back after that infiltrator. Yes!
You don't look that excited.
I've got the coordinates. Let's go!
Alright, let's go. Dang it, getting stuck.
But right now, we need to go.
We have to go! Okay, maybe we're not at the final level. Dang game, we keep stretching this out. Just go, just go! Run, 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 run! Right behind you, dude. Your AI didn't have to stop. Even though if you got too far ahead of me, the game would game over because it wasn't going as fast. Yeah, I wonder why the guy said something about, like... I mean, nothing's happened to the shelter yet, so... Wait, what? Oh, okay. That was what I said.
Commander, Central Core is not here. It was an ambush. Commander! You can't die here. Get up! Baron, I've got the coordinates. Can you hear me? Where the hell are you?
Resistance shelter. It was an ambush. Skynet had sent a Terminator back in time to warn itself about the attack. They moved the Central Core before we got there, but thanks to the stranger, I managed to escape with information on the Central Core's true location. We don't even get to see who he was, even though we have a pretty good idea who it was. It was pretty much ourselves, but yeah, I guess our future is pretty much set in stone. We're destined to die. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, isn't the whole going back and trying changing things for the better? Everyone time traveling all willy-nilly travel, was it wibbly wobbly, timey wimey? But yeah, oh, I thought the way they were looking at, oh, well, okay, we did finally hit level 24. Okay, cool. Level 5, which lets us use violent weapons as well as critical damage is doubled, so if we hit them in the eye or in the back. Toughness decreased by 50%, and we also health regenerate, which is nice. Yeah, I don't really care about it. Let's see, explosives. Let's just pick up traps. This one lets us stealth better. I guess we could just max out crafting. Well, let's see. Well, you do more damage with grenades. Okay, we'll do that. Consequences. What's that? I got the, now I have to go back to the shelter and tell Commander Baron about anything. She'll know what to do next. Okay.
Where is everyone?
They're all dead. Probably an infiltrator probably got him. Either that or Baron, Baron let them,
What the hell?
Okay, now I can actually use, oh no, I have to equip it. Let's see. It was this weapon, right? So, yeah, we'll swap out that one. Nice. Now we got a weapon that does like 300 damage or whatever. Everyone's dead. So, no, everyone we told not to leave. So, I wonder, actually, is Jennifer by? Let's see if Jennifer's around. Actually, she said she'd stay, so she might be somewhere inside. But yeah, the game's, at least the game lets you have some, let's see, where was she originally? Yeah, I know I'm dragging this out a little bit, but now I'm kind of curious what happens if you... I probably could have chosen the worst future, which is killing Captain Mac as well. Oh, you can't even... Oh, can we? Nope, we can't go. Okay. That setup's locked up. Okay, just checking. But yeah, I bet, well, I wonder if one of the endings is like the worst possible future where it's, you know, we killed Captain... We had like no trust with anyone, killed Captain Mac, didn't give him the chip. You know, so we're like not prepared for the future at all. So, and then we have a Chrono Trigger ending where it's like the future refused to change or something like that. And then we have the Lavos screech, or however it goes. I need to record that one of these days. Definitely one of my favorite RPGs of all times. It's definitely up there if anything. I'm kind of just looking around to see if I can notice any character bodies that we've just seen some of the generic units for the most part. Let's see. Nope, generic unit. I'm looking to see if anyone from the original scavenging team is around here somewhere. Yep, there's the 4 hours. It's only been 4 fucking hours since Teams Alpha and Bravo left. We can always sit in the front of our radios and wait for news. Ask the scouts coming in and out, but they say everything's been quiet. There's nothing else left to do but wait, and it's killing me. I would never remember the shelter being so quiet, and now that I mention how quiet it is, the dogs started howling like something bit their ass off. Great. Oh, now we can steal some of the inventory. Oh, right. I guess that makes sense that the violet weapon would have its own inventory. I still have like 600 pieces though, so I think I'll have plenty of ammo for the rest of the game for this. But yeah, he died. Let's see, so the quartermaster died. Oh, there's Ryan.
No. Ryan.
Yeah, this is what happens when we didn't tell him to leave. I probably could have talked to him at any time, but the game didn't require me to talk to him, so you could easily just... This is probably what happens when you speedrun the game, is you could get all these people killed and get the bad ending. Although if you're speedrunning it, you probably don't care at that point. So there's Ryan. So, and Erin didn't trust us enough to like straight up leave when we told her to. Oh, there's Erin.
Erin.
I guess the stranger was right. The shelter was going to get attacked. Who knew? We're only missing like Jennifer and Patrick, and Will died a long time ago. So. Because we didn't get the antibiotics for him. But I'm not sure if he's one of those that would have died anyway, though. Some characters, they do that in games where it's just like, oh, he would have died anyway. But April 13th, 2026. Field Commander Jessica Barron. Pattern, rose. Color, no. Body, position on body, chest. Comments for the requester. Okay. I wonder. Last little details. I guess if it's gonna be a main character, it would... The game would point. Is that Jennifer? Yep. And Patrick died too because we didn't believe. Yeah, it was douchey of us not to tell him to leave. This is what we get for not trusting the stranger. Maybe that kind of goes in the whole concept of the being able to reload an old point, that maybe you're the stranger going back to old points in time to change what you did before or something like that. I don't know. Okay, I'm kind of curious what's in here. Probably nothing, but I think the only other person. Oh, some Terminator knives. So for last minute, like, freebie kills if you want those. Okay, well, anyway. Yeah, they died. So yeah, for those of you who want to see the, I bet someone's probably got a playthrough online of the save everyone ending. I bet. But most people don't usually record like the bad endings usually, or sometimes they do. But most people tend to just, when they play through a game, they show you all the good endings because, you know, they want to save everyone. But I tend to like showing off the bad endings. Although in this game, showing off the bad endings isn't an achievement. It's just as long as you get the ending, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I guess Baron's the only other person, which I assume she's dead too. I assume if you had high enough trust with her, you could probably convince her to leave too. Well, actually, I don't know. She's the commander, right? Well, maybe you would say, hey, after the incident or whatever, you should whoops. Oh, I know how to do that. Maybe after the event, you could tell her, hey, be careful, or keep your wits about you or something like that. I don't know. Let's get final explosives, so now our pipe bombs will do more damage. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was like, oh, maybe the bombs will do more damage. And more generic dudes. Oh yeah, we haven't run into Alvin yet. He's probably dead somewhere. Ooh. The plasma minigun, VSB. I don't think... I'm just looking at my... I'd have to get rid of... Oh, no, I have a... Okay. Minigun. What does that use? Violet plasma cell. So I could either use the one I've got, or... yeah, we'll set it up to the top function. What does that one look like? Oh, nice. Well, it is a minigun, so... But we'll use this one because it does more damage. I guess I still have one more mission to go if it's giving me all this stuff. I think that's okay. Just want to make sure to get everything before we leave. Sorry, this has been one really long session, so my throat might be slowly giving out on me, so I might be a bit hoarse by the end of it. I didn't expect to record this long, that's why. Damn my hubris. A rose for Jessica. Oh yeah, we got to think about a rose earlier. I just got back from Pasadena. I found something special. Something I thought I'd never see again. A wild rose. It was the brightest red with prickly green thorns. Can you even imagine something growing and living in the wasteland? It made me realize that this earth can still produce such beauties. I didn't want to pick it because it's so precious. It made me think of you, beautiful and wild. I want you to see it. It'll remind me of our reason for fighting, because something I feel that you forget. When you get back from your mission, find me. I'll take you there. Love, Perry. I guess Jessica was what Baron's name was before she took the name Baron, or maybe Baron's her last name or something like that. I assume maybe if you had high trust with Baron or something like that, maybe there would be like a romance scene with her or something like that. Because yeah, I feel like the game was pushing you either a romance with either Baron or Jessica. Because there is a choice later on where you could either back up Jessica or back up Baron, and that's probably where the divergence on that comes from, maybe. I mean, I could be wrong, but...
Commander!
Rivers, you're alive.
What happened here?
An infiltrator got in. Brought lots of friends with him. We didn't stand a chance. Since they didn't go offline, I assume we did not destroy Skynet's central core either?
No, we didn't. It was an ambush. They moved it before we got there.
So this is it? We lost? We lost this goddamn war?
Not yet.
What do you mean?
I got the central core's real coordinates.
You have? I've got to learn not to doubt you anymore, Rivers.
We need to call Connor. He may still be able to stop Skynet.
Forget it. I couldn't get him on the radio for hours. You need to find him. You need to give him those coordinates.
First, let's get you out of here.
No. You don't have time for this. You have to leave me here.
I can't.
You're not gonna disobey my final order, are you? Before you leave, I've got a confession to make. There's a reason I wasn't so keen on you from the beginning. Remember that list of people Skynet marked for termination? I lied. I told you that you were number 3. The truth is you're number 2. Just behind Connor. You took my spot. And for the life of me, I couldn't understand why. But now I know. They're coming. You need to leave, now. Use a vent in the command room to sneak past them. And then find Connor, and give him those coordinates. Don't worry about me. If they come here, I'll just reason with them. I still have a couple magazines full of arguments. Now go! Good luck, Jacob.
So she didn't like us at the beginning because she was totally jelly? Okay, well, I mean, she's dying now, so I guess she's paying for it, I guess. Oh, what the... Oh, I was about to say, what the fuck? Okay, I was wondering why there were vent things I could actually explore through the game is for this section. I should realize to kind of remember my intuition when it comes to, like, noticing stuff like that, because usually I notice stuff like that in games where you'll notice, like, something odd or out of place. You're like, why is that there? And like, oh yeah, because there's probably going to be a scene later on where we're probably going to have to do it, either a side quest or something. We'll probably have to... Okay, I will have to... Okay. For something that's supposed to be doing a lot of damage, it doesn't do as much as I thought it would. I thought it like insta-killed him. Yeah, what happened to Alvin? I didn't run into his body anywhere. Maybe he escaped or something like that, or maybe he died somewhere else. Because there wasn't like a little scene of us, oh no, that's... Just going in circles on why I did that. Wow, this ending is... This like, ending video is taking me a lot longer than I expected. Oh, well, I killed that guy in like 1 or 2 shots. That's what happens when you max out the damage on your fucking... Oops. I don't think they drop plasma or purple plasma, so I do have to be a little careful. But as I said, I've got plenty of plasma for my other weapons if I really want to just straight out like... Oh, did I miss this? Oh, I haven't even been using any of the stimulants either. Must be one of the sneaky parts of the area. Okay. Yeah, with the way I use the chips and everything like that, I basically made this final section a little bit. Are you gonna come around there, dude? Do I have to go around there? I'll just pipe bomb him. Oh, it killed him. Oh, or not. I was about to say it killed him. I didn't think my pipe bombs did that much damage. Yeah, I kind of like the music in this game. Like I said, it definitely feels Terminator-y. So whoever did the soundtrack for it, I mean, I don't know if I'd say it's perfect, but it's pretty close to like what I would feel like Terminator movie would sound like. You know, just the alarm. Okay. I didn't finish this guy off instantly, so that kind of freaked me a little bit. Whoa. Well, good thing the game auto-saved, so. I was like, why am I not insta-killing this guy? Maybe I'm technically supposed to run away from this guy or something, but... But yeah, I assume if you tell everyone that you know to leave, I bet all that happens is that... Now that I'm thinking about it, I bet all that happens is that they're just not there when you, when you're going through the place, so you don't see their bodies, because you're like, oh, they got away, so... So that's probably how they do the ending, is that it's still the same ending, it's just, you know, the journey in the final chapter just tells you, like, what your decisions did or didn't do, you know. Oh, right. Dang it. Alright, let's see. There we go. I was just being a really bad shot. Oh, he even drops the. Oh, that's what he was using. He was using one of those. Do I have the? Hold on. Before we. Let's see if I have any good upgrade chips. And we'll just do clip damage. Sure. Yeah, that'll work. We'll activate that. That way I can get some extra damage from that as well. But yeah, I think they were the guy who did the guy or gal or whoever did the soundtrack. I think did a pretty good job. At least I remember that. Like, there's a lot of games where I'll barely remember the soundtrack, even if it has decent music, you know, composition or whatever. But I'll still forget it. I think it's that's my argument about how I tend to. Oh, there's Alvin. Oh, there's no like little like Alvin. It's just like. Alvin! Nope, it's just, oh, he's dead. Whatever. Now let's get out of here. Yeah, it's nice having a weapon that does, like, almost double damage, you know? Oh. I don't think I need this guy. No, I don't. There we go. Yeah, I don't need to pick up your... thing. But yep, we found all the bodies of all the characters in the game, so now it's just time for the end. Now we gotta go to the central core. Beat Skynet. Beat Skynet. Da. And all our choices killed everyone. Hooray. Yep, nothing left to do here now. Journey to the front lines. Go help John Connor deal with his time thing. So we can help him send back Kyle Reese and all that other stuff, fun stuff. Apparently this only takes place actually, maybe the movies can explain this, because I'll admit it's been like a while since I've watched the original movies, but according to the game, this only takes place 30 years after Judgment Day. So, which then again, with mass-produced machines and Skynet basically controlling, I guess that makes sense without... You'd think it'd be worse within 30 years now that you think about it.
The stranger died in that ambush trying to protect me. He came from the future to save my life, and I don't even know his identity. But thanks to his sacrifice, I managed to escape with the Central Core's true location. When I got back to the shelter, I realized that getting that information cost the life of many others as well. I headed out to find John Connor and his North Division to take part in the last all-out attack. Anyone receiving me? This is Sergeant Jacob Rivers, DN 46890. Anyone out there?
Nope, I guess not. No one's responding. Please respond. What's this quest say? I've reached the location where Baron said I'd meet with Connor's North Division, but they're not here. Did they share the same fate as both Pacific and South Divisions before? Is there anyone else out there alive? Well, obviously they gotta be alive, otherwise there'd be no movies. I don't know what, I guess do stealth. Because there's no crafting tables at this point.
Got to them.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, let's try to find maybe John Connor's alive. You know, leave he's being played by Christian Bale
please
in
respond.
the Salvation movie, so maybe he's survived. Although that's the same movie where he had the famous rant, "Oh, good for you," or whatever it was called. I mean, I heard it was a pretty reasonable. It was a well, I wouldn't say reasonable per se, but there was a reason why he yelled as he did at the time. But we can still laugh at it.
Is anyone else out there?
Nope, they're all dead. That's why they can't tell jokes anymore. Just gotta run on through to the other side. Run on through to the other side. Yeah, how many chapters since I was... Hold on. How many chapters have I... Because I think I started on chapter 15 or whatever. Yeah, 15 I think is when I started recording. I think I was going to get to the end. But we're going to get to... So I basically played through halfway through the game in a couple of hours. Well, I told you this game isn't as long as I thought it was going to be, so... Really, a rope trap? Seriously, Connor?
Look, we got one.
He's wearing a resistance uniform.
Who did you kill to get that, you filthy machine?
No, don't! Wait, he's human!
Yeah, jerk. Well, we got our ass snatched up in a bear trap, pretty much.
Sorry about that, Sergeant. The infiltrators took some of our key positions, so we're extra cautious. If we'd known that you were joining us in the North Division, that would have never happened.
You know who I am.
We all do, Sergeant Rivers. John Connor told us about you. He said you'd come and bring those coordinates.
How did he know I'd have them?
That you'll have to ask him yourself. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Probably got told by me in the future. Or himself, I don't know. Anyone else? Said there's supposed to be a high. There, it's okay. I got. Well, there's a green spot that usually indicates someone of importance, but for some reason it won't let me talk to them. Oh well. I thought we were pretty much. Whatever. I was thinking we were at the end game, so we like no more shops or anything like that. But
That's him. The one Connor's been talking about.
whisper, whisper, whisper. He's been Connor. Whisper, whisper, whisper. Whisper. Nah, let's just run through it. God, this video and the next are gonna be super long. I really should have done a bit more research, but I didn't want to like completely ruin the surprise.
Sergeant.
You know. So who's playing you in this game, dude? Oh, they're basing it off. Oh, that's right. 'Cause they're not.
Sergeant Rivers, I've been expecting you. I took the liberty of collecting the Central Corps' coordinates you brought us. I hope you don't mind.
Not at all. Are we preparing to attack the core?
I've sent a unit to do that. We're getting ready to strike the time displacement equipment. Very soon Skynet will realize that they're losing this war, so they'll try to send infiltrators back in time to prevent that from happening.
Do we stand a chance?
Thanks to the security codes that Mac provided, we've been able to seize control of an HK tank for the first time. It should give us the advantage against Skynet's defense grid. We'll smash it once and for all. I understand that all this might be confusing to you, so if you have any questions, now's the time to ask them.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, that's right. They only take the first two movies in account, so not Salvation, where Christian Bale plays John Connor. So it's based, so they based his model off whoever the guy who played him in the first movie with the flashback scene or whatever. Okay, well, I guess no, I don't. Well, might as well just ask everything to get all the information.
How did you know that the Central Core wasn't at the observatory?
Understanding the changing nature of time travel made me anticipate the most unexpected events. So when I learned from a mutual friend of ours that a Terminator was sent back to our time, I suspected the future I was told would change.
What do you mean?
When that infiltrator connected to Skynet, it warned them about the attack on the observatory. They had to move the Central Core, otherwise they would lose again. Unfortunately, the intel we received came at a cost. But if there was any other way, I would have taken it gladly.
Sometimes you have to break a few eggs, am I right?
Who is the stranger?
In one alternative future, we reached the time displacement equipment and sent our soldiers back in time. Like always, the mission was to assure the safety of the people Skynet marked for termination. One of whom was you. Knowing the importance of your mission, many volunteered to go back. So I took it upon myself to choose a protector from among them. And the one I chose was you. You are the one you call stranger.
Dun dun dun. Well, you know, you didn't figure it out by this point.
Why am I targeted for termination?
You're the one who discovered the true location of the Central Core. You're the messenger of the intel that could lead to Skynet's downfall. I'm sure you'll figure out the rest when the time comes. But right now, I want you to get ready. Tonight, soldier, we stop Skynet.
Okay, now are we at the final mission? God. Oh, this is, I must be getting worse in my old age by guessing like endings like when we're at the final bit. I was able to do in a lot of other games that I recorded. I kind of figured out we were at the end so I could record or set up for that, but this one I just wasn't guessing it properly. Front lines. John Connor anticipated everything that happened. He knew that Skynet would try to deceive us, and he had faith that I'd bring him those coordinates. The name Connor was always synonymous with hope, and now I know why. I have faith that it will lead us through this final battle. Let us see if we can survive and get to it.
124 on their way to the central core.
Then we better get ready.
Dun, 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 dun. You know, I forgot to mention I do love the level up. You know, the
Take whatever you need, Sergeant.
I can take it all. Yes. Wait, do I even need a plasma TC? God, I don't even know if I even need a VG01. Should I just get rid of some of my old weapons? You know? Actually, at this point, is it really worth it just to... Okay, so I have the minigun. I have that. Oh wait, is that? That's the... Rail plasma, but that's... maybe these are purple versions of all these of all those weapons I'm using. Yeah, it's got a scope instead. Huh. Yeah, I'll just... Well, am I gonna use some of these old ones anymore? TC. Yeah, let's swap out some of the old... Yep, they all use violet plasma cells now. I guess one of them has got to be the sniper version of the weapon I've got. So yeah, I guess I could drop that. Yeah, I've already got one of those. So. Man, all for the final battle, so... Maybe I should have waited to, What can you craft in the final bits of your... crafting? Oh yeah, I could have crafted termination knives and violet plasma cells, but I've got so much. I should be good for the finale. Yeah, money has no importance anymore, so I guess buying all that stuff from the quartermaster previously is probably the last time to really mess with money at this point. Because yeah, I don't think I've seen like trade resources drop anywhere now, at that point. It's all crafted material or straight up. Yeah, I guess at this point it's either stealth or crafting, and at that point it's no point in doing that. So let's get to the end of this dude.
Sergeant Rivers, it's time. I want you to take a team of my soldiers and fight your way to Skynet's defense grid. We have to destroy those turrets to get to the TDE, but don't worry. We'll provide the support. It's in your hands now, Rivers. Follow me.
I'm still kind of surprised there wasn't a reference to Kyle Reese anywhere around here.
Commander?
Commander.
Oh, same kind of playlist.
Sergeant, we're waiting up ahead.
Let's see, what's my... Yep, that's the sniper rifle version. That's the minigun version. Yeah, that's good. Let me, before we go on, let me upgrade this. Yeah, I won't be able to do my nonsense because now all I have are chips that have. Let's see if I can find one of the 3. Now it, well, holy crap! So the sniper rifle now does will do like a ton of damage if I hit with it. Let's see, how much damage does it do total? 800 plus 576. So yeah, let's.
The defense grid. I see it.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. It would give us. Actually, I'm kind of surprised the game doesn't really give us much in the way of chips. But I guess it assumed I was farming them over the course of the game, and I would save them for the end. Oh yeah, it almost one-shots the T-1000. Obviously, if they didn't see me, it probably would snipe, or like want to completely destroy them. Oh yeah, I forgot I have, now that I have max toughness, I started auto reviving or whatever. Well, not auto reviving, you know, auto healing or whatever. Yeah, I still can't. Well, I'm still doing a lot of damage.
Watch the flag! Drones! There's more of them!
I might swap to like this weapon when I'm dealing with the blade drones and stuff like that. Violent pledge. Yeah, I've got like 1,000 like
Commander, the first sector is secure.
1,000 slots.
All right,
So
Rivers, continue the offensive. We're preparing to send in the tank.
so yeah, I think I've got plenty of ammo for the finale. I could probably just not mess with scrounging. I gotta stop doing that. I don't need it anymore. I will scrounge ammo cases because they'll have actual
Zero
plasma.
in on that T-47.
T-47. Maybe it's just because of how fast it is, it's better to use the weapon that, even though it's not straight up more powerful, but it's got, because of how fast I can shoot it, it's better just to do those. Yeah, I get distracted by
Push forward!
pinches or whatever. This is almost kind of pitiful with how, like, roughly pretty easy this is. Then again, this is what happens when I grinded so much at the very beginning of the game, trying to grab as much, like, material and everything as possible. So it made it easier for the finale. really sure. I'm trying to think of like what else to say really here at the end. You know, just kind of just slowly distracted, trying to focus on this. Take that, Terminator scum.
Another sector cleared.
That's good to hear, Sergeant. The HK tank...
Aerial! Down it!
Oh, sorry. I didn't timing.
T-47 ahead! Two of them!
Another one?
Sergeant, I got a visual on the defense grid turrets.
Oh, this one I'm blasting through that one. Wow. That one I took down really fast. Maybe I just hit the, maybe I just, because I hit the, his sweet spot. Yeah, when you hit the crit thing, it definitely goes up a lot faster. This game seems to be pretty generous when it comes to ammo at this point. I guess it's designed for just different types of players in mind, no matter what the difference. Actually, would you have less ammo?
Commander,
I would think it would just be the standard. Well.
No way, no how.
HK tank is on its way. Hold your position.
Hold, stay on target. Stay on target.
Sergeant, we need backup.
Hang in there!
There's the tank, but obviously. Oh. Oh, it's just funny to see the AI like acting like this, like where it's like it should be fighting each other, yet it's like, because I think ally HP doesn't really go down the same as enemy HP. They just don't do as much damage, I think. So I guess technically they could destroy all the enemies for you, but it would take, I think it would take a long time. Faster than using the rocket one, or the...
What's up with that defense grid?
Pull back! Pull back!
I thought the game froze on me for a second. I was like, no! Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised. Mainly a combination of things. Yeah, we'll just... Mainly because my PS4 seems to be overheating more regularly these days.
The defense grid is smashed!
Rivers, status.
We breached the defense grid, Commander.
Good. That HK will accompany you. Proceed forward.
Check your fire! That tank is ours!
It's sweet to have our own tank. Sweet, awesome tank. Oh, that's why I went through that one other 47 earlier, because this one's a different version. There's like the regular version, and then there's like a plasma version. Yeah, see, T-47. Ah. That's probably why I was blasting through it so easily. Should I just let the tank handle that? The air? I've got so much ammo, it doesn't really matter if I miss anyway.
Push forward!
Forward march! Hopefully that the tank can't run over me by accident. That would suck. I assume it does. I assume it only moves when I move, pretty much, so it doesn't accidentally run over your ass. God, we're so close. I can smell it. Let's see what the map says. And we still got a few seconds.
I just received intel from the 124. They've located the central core. It was at the coordinates you gave. They'll strike soon. Continue with the offensive.
Yeah, I can tell that the music isn't straight up Terminator, because I don't think they have the license to use like the pure, unadulterated Terminator music, but it's pretty close. Actually, maybe they do have the license. It just doesn't sound like the exact thing. Like it's like slightly altered or something like that. You know what I I think I talked about this before, which usually a lot of... Really? I can't... The hell? Yeah, the game won't let me sneak behind this for some reason. Okay. Yeah, that was kind of weird how the game wouldn't let me hide behind certain areas. It's like, nope, we didn't program that area. Sorry. Yeah, it was like the tanks kind of doing most of the work for us, which is good. I guess I'm going too. I guess I'm going forward too far. Or something.
Rivers, we just got a reading that Skynet's trying to activate the time displacement equipment. They know they're going to lose this war. You need to hurry.
Everyone, on me!
Yeah, I think with all the advantages of the machines that the humans wouldn't even stand a chance. Yet somehow we do. Well, it's because of, riding and all that. Is that bugs? Yeah. Oh yeah, because of the Terminator 1.
This is it!
Or was
That's
it
the lab that keeps the time displacement thing!
Stepping on
Spread out!
human skulls. Spread out, take it like a man. I mean, you know, like... Hit them in the head, it's knock them out, definitely. Whoa! Shoot. I saw that coming. I was like, no! And then our life flashed before our eyes as humanity was defeated by by Skynet. The future refused to change. Although we can't really use that just because that's a Chrono Trigger thing. That's not a Terminator thing, you know. The only sad thing about like the Terminator franchise is I feel like it has to it's stuck that it has to do the whole, well, except for maybe Genesis, like, or was it no Salvation? Like all the stories had to revolve around time travel and Terminators, time traveling and all that other stuff. Salvation, at least with Salvation, it like whether you like the movie or not, at least it like had a movie about the war and not have to. Well, I mean the only big thing in that was that like John Connor ran into a Terminator that would, like, similar to like Arnold.
That's the lab that keeps the time displacement thing. Spread out.
Yeah, the big thing in that one wasn't the time travel, but was just humanity trying to survive, and also robots, certain robots or androids that were under Skynet were eventually being given like earning sentience or something like that. Actually, I don't know why I healed. I didn't need to. Oops. God, it's not even that. It's not like the gun, the weapon's that like freaking out. Like it's not that disabled, or it doesn't have that lack of stability, but. Oh, another tank. Oh, that's the one where you had to hit from the back. But we got our own tank helping us, right? So, I wonder if I can go through there. Wait. Right, I can't. Okay. I was just thinking if there was like a sneaky thing where I could get behind it. I didn't know the Terminator right there.
PDE just went online. I repeat, PDE just went online. Rivers, there's no stopping now.
There ain't no stopping us now. Oh, I can't even get behind it though. I'm not even doing any damage to it. I guess I gotta wait for our tank friend to come by.
Cover!
It's happening. Skynet's starting to send Terminators back.
Suppressive fire!
The first Terminator just went through.
Okay, well, can't stop that. Can't do anything about it. they have some explanation where they couldn't send multiple people back, like back to back, because of how much power it took or whatever? I don't know, maybe. Like I said, I'm not like, I don't know all the history of like Terminator, so you'll have to forgive me. There's probably some comics or novelizations that explains that.
The third Terminator has been sent. I repeat, the third Terminator has been sent.
Whether they've all been taken care of already in our history or whatever.
They're heading this way!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Commander, what's going on?
The 124 destroyed the central core and stopped Skynet.
So is the war over?
For some of us, yes. But just before we destroyed the core, Skynet managed to send 3 Terminators back in time. The only thing in our power now is to send the Protectors to meet them.
Protectors?
The ones that will assure the safety of the people marked for termination. The first Protector has to be Sergeant Kyle Reese. He'll go after the T-800 that's targeting my mother as we speak. By killing her, Skynet will try to erase me from ever existing. The second one will seek to destroy the T-1000.
T-1000?
A Terminator made of mimetic polyalloy, sent back to kill me as a child. A single prototype created by Skynet. It's too powerful for a single human being. That's why we'll have to send a Terminator of our own. Do you have that CPU that Mac reprogrammed?
I do. You want to send a Terminator to protect your younger self? Won't you be afraid?
I will be. Then, there's the matter of the infiltrator that was sent after you. The war can end for you right now, but the question is, are you willing to sacrifice your future to protect your past? By being here, you've already proven that this is not beyond your capabilities. But I'll leave the decision up to you.
Will I be able to fix my past mistakes?
I always believe that the future's not set. There's no fate but what we make for ourselves. You do have the power to change it, and protect the ones you care about. So, what will it be then?
Oh. Well, I assume going back in time is how we're supposed to do it, but no, I'm fine here.
I don't want to go.
I cannot judge you. You've seen yourself die once, and that's probably once too many. There are volunteers that will gladly take your place.
John Connor prepared the time displacement equipment to send Protectors back in time. He knew that the final battle would not be fought here, but in the past. A resistance soldier named Kyle Reese was the first man to go back to 1984. His objective was to protect Sarah Connor, John's mother. The second one was not a man, but a Terminator. Using the chip Dr. Mack reprogrammed, we took control of a single infiltrator unit, Cyberdyne Systems Model 101. It was sent back to 1995 to intercept the sole T-1000 prototype and protect a young John Connor. I've decided not to go back in time. Plenty of volunteers wanted to take my place. John Connor chose a man from amongst them. I only hope that he does a better job than I did. After 30 years, this war against the machines is finally over. But not all of us lived to see the end of it. We never found Baron's body in the shelter. She never stopped fighting. And if she's still alive, I doubt she ever will. She was the leader we needed in wartime. But I'm not sure if she'll find a place during this time of peace. Erin died in that shelter. She believed that her work was helping win the war, and she was right. I hope now she can finally rest. Ryan stayed in the shelter and died. He was a good man, with a good heart. Jennifer and Patrick died at the hands of Terminators in the shelter. I wish there was something I could have done to make them leave. Baron asked me to kill Mac, but I couldn't do it. He left soon after my warning, only to be captured by Skynet. We found him alive in one of Skynet's prisons. And as for me, it was time to start over.
And thus ends Terminator Resistance. Well, for a game that shouldn't have been as good as it had been any right to be, it did a pretty decent job, I thought. Not a 10 out of 10 game or anything like that. I think it's still like an average game, 6 or 7 out of 10. But I think it was like a little train that could. It tried its best to tell a Terminator story. Maybe nothing super original, but it tried. It was a decent first-person shooter. I had very few major glitches with the game in terms of pure glitch. There was every once in a while I'd have an issue, but nothing that was too, not like clipping through walls and stuff like that. And as much as I was afraid of the game, like explosives going through a wall to attack me, I didn't really have any issues with that. Really, the only really major programming issues with the game was sometimes AI was kind of dumb. In some cases, and AI is always hard to program in these games. It's never perfect. It looks like most of the people here are European, like maybe Polish or something like that. So it might be a Polish company that made this game. Maybe it sounds like it. At least a lot of the names kind of indicate otherwise. Yeah, I thought the people that did the music did a pretty good job, kind of giving the feel of the Terminator theme without straight up using it. I mean, it sounded like the Terminator theme for the most part, but I don't think it was exact. I think it was slightly altered, because I don't know if they had the rights to actually use the actual soundtrack or whatever. But yeah, like the shooting mechanics were pretty straightforward. Nothing too different. You had your different types of weapons, though at some point, certain weapons clearly outclass others. Like the whole Terminators not being able to be beaten without plasma rifles, which I mean makes sense. I mean, when you shoot like a regular bullet, you need something a bit more powerful than what the Terminators are made out of. Let's see, my John was Eric Myers. None of these. None of these voice actors sound familiar. They probably got whatever studio they used to voice him. Well, it says the Terminator 2 Judgment Day soundtrack. So I guess they did get it. Huh. It just sounded a little bit different. Maybe it was a remix or something like that, so they didn't use the original. Whoever originally did the person who did the original soundtrack for it, they had to slightly modify it, you know, for the game or whatever. So okay, I was wrong. I thought it was a modify. Like I thought it was just changed enough to where they couldn't use the actual song, but no, it says right there that they did. So, really, the only knock I'd say is maybe the characters. Oh wow, that was a short credits. Holy cow! I didn't expect it to be done already. But yeah, let me show you about the going through the. Yeah, now if you want to, you can play all the chapters. If you want a different ending, we could just upload. Let's see, when did that save? Oh, that saved a while back. So the last chapter was a minute. I was almost thinking about just changing it and seeing how the ending changes if you go back in time. I bet all that changes is that he says, I go back in time, it shows a scene of you dressing up as the stranger, and then probably when it says at the end I do something different, it doesn't show him helping with rebuilding or whatever. But what else was I going to say? Yeah, the characters, there was nothing really super interesting about the characters. Like the main character is kind of your straightforward hero. Like nothing that really makes them stand out. That to me anyway. Like the voice acting didn't really do anything like great, or I mean, not that it was bad. It wasn't terrible. It's just like it was okay. But yeah, none of the characters really jumped out at me to that were like either super interesting or whatever. Because a lot of them were kind of your standard archetype trope characters. You know, you had the kid character, you had the scrappy girl scavenger, you had the tough as nails Baron, you had the I would say pessimistic, the doctor character who's basically all about like healing people, but I'm not gonna get too invested outside of this, you know, that type of thing. And then the heart of gold, older man, you know, and Ryan. Like I said, that's probably why I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10, because there are some things not as great as you'd like in it, but I don't know, like, I mean, I like the game. I don't know if I'd buy it at like a $60 tag, but if it was a little bit cheaper, maybe I'd buy it just to have it to my collection. But it's definitely not like, oh man, Breakout, but it's a game, like I explained before, it's a game that is better than it has any right to be, you know, with what it was given, you know. And I'm glad that they used Terminator 1 and 2 and didn't even take into account any of the movies or TV shows. It made it a little bit easier to design a story. And 1 and 2 are the ones most people like anyway. So, well, I guess I don't really have much more to say about this game. Like, you know, I enjoyed the experience. And, oh yeah, the credits kind of surprised me too that they do have different scenes depending on who lived or who died. So if you want to, you know, you can replay through the game, and obviously, like I did, I purposely didn't save anyone just to see what the. I probably should have like not just killed Mac and whatever and got the true bad ending to the game, which is probably what I should have gone with. But for some reason, I decided to get the chip and not kill him, because Baron would have died anyway. It's just if I killed Mac, we probably would have had a less. The future probably would, the ending probably would have been a lot more dour because he got killed. But no, I'm fine with the ending I got. And as you saw the last 2 achievements pop up, so I 100% this. And yeah, you could do it with easily within a playthrough, like 5-6 hours most, maybe 10 hours if you're exploring everything on it. But yeah, I enjoyed my playthrough of this game overall. If you liked what you saw at the end, you know, buy it whatever place you have. If you didn't, you'll stay away and save some money. So so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time when I play my next game.